What's going on, man?
Chilling, man. Just having a glass of wine.
Yeah,
You know.
And
Just thought I'd come and talk to you guys for a second.
there are always rumors about rappers doing projects with producers. They always like fall through. It just never happen.
Yeah.
How do you and your collaborators manage to just bang them shats out like left and right?
I mean, basically, what I like to do is find artists that nobody knows about,
Right.
and be able to help them tell their story over my beats. And, I mean, I like to follow the footsteps of my hip hop forefathers like Marley Marl, Primo. I mean, they always brought brand new MCs out. Like, bam, that was exciting.
Right.
And they produced the whole record. You know, these producers, and that kind of just tells you that there's a story there already, because you know they had to have a chemistry to be able to build this record. And
Right.
it's just more special that way to me. My goal was to bring out the West Coast, bring the West Coast back.
Right.
So I feel very honored to be able to have found cats like Fashion and Blue and Aloe and Blame One and Joe Haas. I feel like I'm adding to the lineage of hip hop on the West Coast. I'm just very grateful to have been able to do that.
Where do you usually find these new artists? They hit you up, or do you just
I hear about
see
him.
them? Okay.
I heard about Blue, and I went and saw him perform, and he's just a really dope performer.
Right.
He was up there with the homie Cost Dollars, and he was real dope too. I remember thinking, oh, he sounds like a young Ice Cube or something. Blue was up there with a lot of personality. He was like, I don't know what I was thinking about him, but I knew that we could make a dope album together or something, some dope work together.
Right.
So we just started working, and after the first song we ever made, we started talking about what type of album we want.
When you work with the artist, do they come to you like, hey, can you make this kind of beat, or do you send a beat and be like, yeah?
Oh yeah, all that. You know, artists will be like, I need a beat like this, or I'll even tell myself, you need a beat like this. Tell them we need to make a song like this, or rap these type of lyrics, something along these lines over this. Yeah, I mean, all of those questions are asked, and I think they have to be in order to make, you know, a cohesive record.
Right. And that probably separates you from being a beat maker versus producer, where you're kind of going with the direction.
Yeah. You know, I have a vision of what I think a good album is, and I just try to communicate that with the artists that I'm working with. And usually, in me doing that, they'll do the same thing back to me, and just kind of sharpen each other.
Right.
I think that's where the chemistry is made. I work with everybody, any and everybody. You know, like Pharoah Monch has been really high on my wish list, and it looks like I might be having the opportunity to work with him.
Nice.
So, yeah, man, I'm open to working with all kinds of cats.
Earlier this year, you put out an album called Radio.
Yeah.
What inspired that concept?
Well, the first hip-hop album I got was Radio, LL Cool J's Radio.
Wow.
I got that along with the Sex Pistols tape for Christmas. That definitely helped further my hunger for hip-hop. I knew that I needed to make an instrumental album. It was just kind of, I felt like it was that, I was at that point of my career, you know. And, I wanted to make it, you know, different from all the rest. I didn't want them to just be beats. So I was like, hey, I can make an album just sampling off the radio, and like use everything, like the drums, bass lines, using the static noises.
You do a lot of like live MPC, you know, show like sets.
Yeah.
When did you start incorporating that into shows?
Well, I've always been a finger drummer. Probably even before I started making beats, just like. And I used to put my head on the wall in class, and you could really hear the bass when you do that.
Right.
Our head on the desk. And when I'm making beats, I set my drums up in a certain way every time, so I know where the kick is with the snares, with the hi-hat. And I would just always just like mess around, you know, like on downtime between beat making and eventually I was like, well, actually, after I made this instrumental album, I knew that it was going to be up to me to promote it on my own.
Yeah.
And I didn't just want to go out there and DJ, so I put to use all these pads that I have. I could put any kind of sound I want on all these pads.
Yeah.
And I could just bang away at them, and that's what I did. I used my knowledge of percussion and note placement, and just went for it.
If y'all really like to rock the funky beats, if y'all really like to rock the funky beats,
Crazy.
Yeah. So
how long does it take you to, you know, come up with the song?
Well, I usually
still by memory the things that you already did.
You know, well, sometimes I'll take beats that I already have and then just replace them so they're more accessible to play live, and I just kind of do that, and if it sounds dope, it sounds dope, and I memorize it, and I'll record the sequences. So I'll be like, okay, that's what I gotta do.
Just anything you want to leave us with before we wrap this up?
Just be on the lookout for all of my work. Make sure you cop the Exile Radio album. We're gonna have a remix project for the Exile Radio record with Shafiq, with Lucina, Evidence, Alchemist, Blue, Aloe, all kinds of cats. Sam I Am. Be on the lookout for that. Blame One, Days Chasing Days. Go cop that, executive produced that. Found this other really dope MC in Chicago that not a lot of people have heard of, and we're about to work on an album together. This cat named Da. Pretty bananas, man. So be on the lookout for what we do. Yo, what's up? This is Exile, and you're watching Ignantwitted.com. Peace.